Welcome in everybody. Welcome to the sportiest stream. How are you all doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. As you guys can probably notice by the amount of NOLA flights emojis down here in this, that's the wrong one in hand, in this bottom corner. Yeah, we're gonna start off with NOLA flight in this, tonight, but the only match, we have a second one, which was scheduled earlier today. Astral Orbit, Radiance, Phantoms that will be following right after it. Again, don't know exactly what time it is. It could be pushed back. That's the nice thing about that. That series is currently scheduled for 10, but chances are if this first series takes its time, it will be pushed. We'll see just how much time we'll need. But again, we're starting off with NOLA Flight Jetstream. That is not even how I spell Jetstream. My goodness, I can't spell. I noticed that. Here you go. Jetstream versus Nevermore. I definitely made the mistake as well on my on my earlier post. Yeah, Jetstream. As and everybody, welcome into the sportiest stream. And our first matchup for LOS here. And LOS Season 0 is starting to come into its final bracket. These teams have played through the Swiss stage. NOLA Flight coming out of its 4-1. They had an incredibly strong performance. Nevermore 3-2, just behind. The seeding puts them at 3rd and 6th, respectively, so there is a bit of a separation between them, but this is still going to be a difficult matchup as we only have one outcome so far, and it was NOLA Flight Crimson beating Showtime 3. NOLA Flight Crimson being the team that nobody can beat. They actually took wins over Jetstream and Nevermore. Purdue Black, I believe, also beat Nevermore, so that's why Nevermore is currently 3-2. Coming into this bracket, now that single elimination, though, those records do not matter. Seeding, sure, but if you don't play well in the day, that is it. It doesn't matter how well you did in the regular season. If you don't win the matches now, you're going to be in a really tough situation. As we'll make sure both these teams are able to join the lobby, and we'll get that prediction poll for you all because, again, I know there's a good amount of NOLA Flight fans that are probably here, and if they're not here right now, they'll be here soon. Nevermore of the 3 AM esports organization that actually was very recognizable during the Indie Gaming League because of their captain, Bring It On. He was such a massive public figure. And I believe he was also a caster. I believe he did some commentary stuff. I haven't actually really heard of him since, but hopefully he's doing well. Still running that organization. We'll see just how well they do in this series. Again, there's only 3 players on that team. Bring It On, Aiden, and Shua. For Jetstream, they got 4. They got Hypernova, Fox, Jupiter Dragon. We've seen Jetstream play before, actually. Earlier this season, we saw them, I believe, in a win, but I have to check on that for you, and I will. Yeah, the last match, oh yeah, against No Problem, I believe they won that matchup. I believe it was 3-1. That was the matchup that guaranteed them into the top 8 that they currently are sitting at. Of course, after that, they got one more win. For Nevermore, just barely getting into this final bracket again. 3 wins, 2 losses, about as close as it can get, but of their wins, they've had some pretty good ones, so they're going to... And again, their losses coming to pretty tough teams. They went against Crimson and Purdue, I believe. Purdue Black, I believe. Both those teams undefeated, so they're going to want their revenge, though, against Purdue. If they win this matchup, most likely chances they will be playing Purdue in the semifinals. We'll see just how far they make it. Then we are here waiting on them. Prediction poll is up, by the way, so vote for who you think will win this. Do you think will be NOLA Flight here to prove that they are into the top 4? Will Nevermore come up with a bit of an upset here in this series to get themselves further in the bracket? It's a good question to ask. As a follow coming in here from DK Taylor. Thank you, DK Taylor, for the follow. Welcome to the sportiest stream. Nice to see you again. This is a best of 7, by the way. I forgot to mention. All bracket matches are best of 7. And so that means they gotta win 4 games. They don't have to win 3 like they did in the regular season. They gotta win 4. These matchups are going to be even more tense. Again, with the fact that it's best of 7 means it's going to be more about how they adapt to each other rather than how they start off. Although starting off well is something that these teams want to do. If you can adapt to the opponents, you're going to see more success. As we're currently waiting on Nevermore to join the lobby. As soon as the Nevermore team is here, we'll be good to get this series started. And reminders, we're actually we're not that close to the match start time. We still have like 2 to 3 minutes, so if you guys have anything you want to say, make any predictions in the chat, it is there. It will appear on stream. I know there's a lot of NOLA Flight fans. I wonder, are there any 3AM esports fans in there? Or is there anybody who votes against NOLA Flight Jetstream? Jetstream have been the favorite. They are the favorite. They have been the better team overall as the season's gone on. But again, they have not had to play Purdue Black, and that was one of the losses Nevermore had. Purdue Black is currently just one of the unbeatable teams here. There's only 2 teams I believe that are. They actually might be 4-1. I don't even know what record they are right now, but they're definitely considered extremely difficult. One of the top teams. Again, the other one being NOLA Flight Crimson, who I know is currently undefeated, as they took wins against teams like NOLA Flight Jetstream. NOLA Flight, yes, they are currently 4-1. Jetstream is currently 4-1. Their only loss coming to the other NOLA Flight team, NOLA Flight Crimson. But they play Nevermore. Nevermore is currently 3-2. Their loss is coming to Crimson and Purdue Black, the 2 top teams in this bracket. So, I mean, they have not had it easy either. Their schedule's been actually quite brutal. But even then, they've done pretty well with it. That is not the right screen. Where in the world? There you go. That's the right screen. Here's the bracket, by the way. Again, the only result we do have is NOLA Flight Crimson winning their matchup over Showtime 3's 4-1. Again, most likely chances, whoever wins this will be playing Purdue Black next week in the semifinals. Which, that will be a difficult matchup. Purdue, again, they're incredibly solid. And we're moving back in-game here. We'll move in-game. We'll wait for Nevermore. Again, this is Bring the Dawn's team. Yeah, a NOLA Flight final. Hey, that would be really fun, honestly. We get Crimson versus Jetstream, the rematch in the finals. That could actually happen. It's very likely as well. Crimson have a pretty... Again, Crimson are the top team. In theory, you expect them to make it to the finals. Of course, in the final bracket, that doesn't really matter. As Dragon coming to the fall, thank you, Dragon. Well, good luck in your matchup. Again, realistically, you expect NOLA Flight Crimson to make it to the finals, but it's a single elimination bracket. Anything can happen. That's the thing about these final brackets. When the pressure comes, teams start to crumble, start to change in ways that you never saw during the regular season. But again, we're just waiting on both these teams here. As soon as Nevermore jumps in, we'll have a series in our hands. They have, I think, 15 minutes. It's either 10 or 15 minutes. I believe it's 15. And if not, my assumption is always to go with the bigger number, 15 minutes. I believe they have that amount of time to join on in. Again, reminder, best of 7. Again, NOLA Flight Jetstream. If they want to keep the NOLA Flight final here in tier, hopes in USC's tier 3. We need the info to join. I sent it to Bring the Dawn. Bring the Dawn has it, Aiden. Bring the Dawn was pinged by me. Challenge speed of 1v1. You might have to wait until the end of the stream to do that. Because we have another match coming up immediately after this one. And so we're probably not going to have time. Unless this series is really quick. In which case we might have a little bit of time, but I doubt it. It's a best of 7. And the next matchup is in about an hour from now. They're probably going to have to do it after the second matchup. Which is, by the way, Astral Orbits versus Radiance Phantoms. for the Skyward series. Again, Bring the Dawn has the info, by the way, Aiden, so you should be able to join with that. Unless you want me to ping you, I can ping you if you need me to, but Bring the Dawn has it. I'll Bring the Dawn to check his Discord DMs. He says he doesn't? Did I ping the wrong... I definitely pinged Dawn here. I'll ping you instead, Aiden. 1 second. Let me find you, Aiden. I'll go get you instead. There you go. Let's see if I... Oh, goodness. Oh, I might have to ping you, Aiden. Let me... Here, Aiden. Can you... Here, Aiden, send me a message. I can... Send me a message. I'll send you the info there. Send me a message. I'll send it back to you. Oh, Bring the Dawn's in there. Oh my goodness, there he is. He doesn't need... He already has it. He already got the info. There we go. Let me, 1 second. But, there he is. Everybody's in. Again, reminder, 3v3, best of 7. Nola Flight considered the favorites in here, but that doesn't matter. They play Firiam Esports Nevermore. Nevermore, having gone through the entirety of the regular season without a sub, still won't go with it during the playoffs, so... Interesting lineup when you have 3 players like this. Shows a kind of team confidence, team morale, that everybody on the team is, one, available, which is impressive in the first place, and secondly, all happy to play with each other, no need for a substitute, but it does make things a little weird for them, especially if they see things going wrong. But right now, a good start. Shua couldn't get there. Nola Flight will score first. As in comes the captain, Hypernova. The shot here, Shua definitely could have saved this one, but he hesitated on that save. Slowed down, tried to cover the middle net instead of considering that momentum. And Nola Flight will get the start that they need. 15 seconds in. Back the other way. It's Fox to dribble with this one. Tries to get around to Aiden, but it's still cleared up by Jupiter. Fox trying to get the redirect. Bring the Dawn, clears it back. Hypernova's now made a mistake. Not capitalized though. Shua was there, but Shua couldn't get the shot now. Nevermore still making errors. There's a long one. Shua will stop it. And right now, Nevermore seemingly having a lack of being able to keep themselves together here. It's a messy sort of defense. Need those rotations. Need that foundation here for them. Because the fact of the matter is, this messy sort of playstyle is not going to work for them. The organization of this team, definitely the lacking right now. There's Nola Flight on offense. Fox can't make it 2. Nevermore. You see, they start to calm down a little bit here, and things are already looking way better for them. But now, cleared up by Hypernova. He's trying to put it in field. Aiden will clear it back. Now has the pinch over Fox. Jupiter with the challenge. Bring the Dawn to the side wall, but that only goes as far as Hypernova. And it is clear. Aiden will answer back. So far, a lot of heavy touches here from not just Nola Flight, but also from Nevermore. A lack of control. Again, playoffs bring in some pressure, and generally with pressure comes more of a boom ball clear game, as that one's off a crossbar from Jupiter. Almost a brilliant transition there from Nola Flight. It's Jupiter. 50-50 here. Hypernova takes it to the side wall. Can't get the second touch. Now he'll get past Bring the Dawn up for Fox. Fox off the back wall. Get back by Bring the Dawn. Jupiter. Everybody jumping here. Aiden, he's demoed by Hypernova in midair. Nevermore still gets a touch out, though. Aiden sacrificed himself for the greater good. As Nola Flight, a strong amount of offense, but a lack of scoring. And that means Nevermore has a lot of chances here to get themselves back in this one. As Bring It On, who touches off the ceiling, Aiden wins the challenge over Hypernova. Jupiter, not towards net. Hypernova will stay close. Now he has the dunk. But no one there on Nola Flight could predict it, as Jupiter's got a demo. Now we'll open up a lot of space. Now he's got a bump on Bring It On. He's going after everybody right now. I haven't seen a lot of those kind of aggressive plays from Nola Flight, but we're seeing the use of it here from Jupiter. I mean, it has been a pretty frustrating game for them. Having all this offense, but only one goal to speak of. And again, with the ever-growing possibility that they could get scored on at any moment. I'm sure that that's not making them feel any easier about their situation. Bring it on with the clear. Going back. Nola Flight had a difficult time deciding who'd go for that one. 50-50. Aiden. Saved by Hypernova. Fox off the corner. Second touch. That's just in front of the net. But cleared away by Jupiter. And Aiden won't get back in time. And Nola Flight Jetstream now lead by 2. They can rest a little easier here. There's just one big clear from Jupiter, and that's all that they needed. As now, final minutes. Nevermore still searching for their first goal of the series. As Shua now wanted to juke away around the last defender, but couldn't get it. As now towards net, saved by Hypernova. This one bouncing. Hypernova's up, put it off his own back wall, and that might be an error. Bring it on. That shot could have used a lot more power. Nevermore with an opportunity gifted to them by Hypernova, and yet they couldn't capitalize. Now it's Fox to make it free. Hypernova jumping in. Nola Flight not giving up on the offense. But realistically, they don't need to score here. They just need to make sure that they keep the ball out of their nets. It is becoming increasingly difficult for them. Hypernova misses this. Fox will have to jump. His touch goes nowhere. Bring it on. Dunked away. Nola Flight have secured game 1. Took a lot of defense here. And they're still putting up incredible saves, but they'll take it in the end. It's a good start for them in this best of 7. We'll be moving very quickly into game 2, so long as the teams are ready for it as well. Again, game 1 at Nola Flight, it was a tense game for them. So much offense. They had so much pressure, and yet they couldn't get enough shots out of it. But it couldn't have been any more frustrating for Nevermore as well. They have very similar, they actually have the same number of shots. And yet it felt like they were even worse off because they could not get themselves close enough on offense until that final, those final moments when they started getting tons of shots in. As we're now getting into game 2. Here we go. Again, we continue this best of 7. Nola Flight with a great start in their series. They're looking to add more. Hypernova gets the touch away. Now he's jumping with it. Hypernova actually gets a flip shot off the ceiling, but in comes Jupiter to help him out. Fox almost got the dunk there on Bring It On, and Bring It On was all alone. The careful playstyle of the third man is so important, because sometimes you can play risky and it won't be and it will actually help you, but in so many situations like that, you cannot take any unnecessary risks. And Shua with a whiff. Jupiter now has the dribble, trying to lead the charge here. Off the corner, second touch in field, and Fox kind of waited there outside of the shooting area. I think if he was a little more confident there as second man, he could easily be scoring that a first goal for Nola Flight this game. Instead, it will be on the other way. Oh, miss Shua. Follow-up. Hypernova saves. Aiden now. Pass 2. Gonna get past 3. It's Fox with a stop here. And now Jupiter to score it. To go down the field. It's Jupiter. Nola Flights are ringing the alarm bells, but not for them. It was Fox off his own back wall. Sets up Jupiter for the immediate counterattack. And there's no time there for Nevermore to second guess their play. They're already getting scored on. As Jupiter 50-50 would bring it on. Hypernova misses this. Bouncer. Jupiter. He misses as well. That should be a goal for Aiden. Oh, but it stays out. I think that was Fox who got on the end of that one. How in the world Hypernova has kept this one a clean shit, I will never know. Aiden was looking down the barrel of an open net. And the fact that that got denied, I can't believe it. Let's bring it on. There's a chance. Hypernova's missed. Follow-up shot. There we go. Nola Flight Jetstream can't keep getting away with it forever. And their lack of pushing out of defense, as well as that huge whiff from Hypernova that you never see him make. That will help him out here a little bit. Hypernova completely missed that one. He needs to hit those. Especially when it is time for the playoffs. Mistakes like those will end games. Oh, but speaking of mistakes, Aiden here with the error. Oh, but Nola Flight's baffling me. I can't believe they didn't score that. Aiden completely missed that one. They had a huge opening. They had 2 players there for shots. And yet none of them hit the targets. Nola Flight's starting to lose this battle. Second touch, Hypernova with the great save. Aiden. And another huge miss. If these players could start hitting these nets, this would be a much higher scoring game. It's just that they cannot score. Whether it be from great saves, but also just from missed opportunities. It's not like these teams haven't had their chances. Here's one. That should be it. Fox was caught. I don't know what he was doing in his net there. I think he was getting bump chased. I know he wasn't. He was just going back. No, he was. No, he wasn't. What happened there? I think he thought Aiden was going to challenge him, and yet he's caught hanging around on the sidewall there. Inside his own net. He's in no place to make that save. Full of flight. Gotta get that offense back. Oh, and that's how you do it from Hypernova. Leading the effort right off the kickoff. Fox will win it. A loose sheet from Nevermore will allow Hypernova to dribble this one through the defense. This game stays close. As Fox misses his pinch there. Aiden trying to get under them. Nevermore finding so much time on offense, but the problem is Nola Flight's defense has been pretty strong, and Nevermore have had, again, those missed opportunities. Still, this game stays close, but it feels like Nola Flight, Jetstream here are going to have to make some adjustments, because Nevermore is starting to counter them. They're doing it consistently, but at the end of Game 1, now in all of Game 2, we've seen them with many opportunities on offense where they catch Nola Flight jumping and guessing where the shots are going. As Jupiter demos Shua. Gonna create some space here. That touch gets away from Hypernova. And now comes the clear from Fox. It'll only give possession away here to 3am Nevermore. Nola Flight can use it to maybe try to relax here a little bit, especially not getting squeezed on defense. That would be a good thing for them. But a huge miss from Jupiter. Hypernova will help him out there, but again, huge mistakes, and you cannot make that if you're Jetstream. As Fox from the near angle. Couldn't put it on. Hypernova misses this. Fox now controls it infield for Jupiter. It's a beautiful play. Nola Flight, Jetstream, they haven't got many opportunities this game. But man, they'll make the most out of them. An infill fast from Fox, and Jupiter shoots it behind both the challengers. And he'll find the back of the net. It has been a neck-and-neck battle. Nola Flight. A little bit ahead now. With minimal time remaining. That does still rely a lot on that defense. Nevermore are still pushing. And they won't give up until they have to. Jupiter. Trying to find the clear, but it only goes towards Aiden, who will go and send it out towards his captain here. Bring it on. Back down, but no one near. Nola Flight. Sending 2 players here for this one. And now just wasting out time. It's Shua. Back for Bring It On. This touch only gets as far as Jupiter. And that will be a light shot. Aiden will save it away. Nevermore, can they even get the transition that they need to get that last goal if they can get it? No, it will hit the ground. Nola Flight Jetstream will now be up 2-0 in the series. With another game too, where it feels like they're on the losing end here when it comes to offense. Last game, I felt like they're on the winning end. This game, definitely the losing end. And yet, they're scoring 50% of those shots. Whereas Nevermore, it's 2 for 11. We're shooting that abysmal here from them. It's not even terrible shooting, it's just not great shooting. Jetstream, Nola Flight have made 5 saves, 4 for Hypernova himself. Countless other plays that aren't counted on the score sheet that are still important for them. They're stopping Nevermore right now. But Nevermore have the keys to success. If they are able to unlock that offense, this series might be all over for Nola Flight. And that's the scary thing about this. Nola Flight's in the lead, but they cannot rest easy. Because Nevermore definitely are the better team right now. At least in last game's terms. The much better team. They had so much more pressure. As Aiden trying to find his way through. Jupiter saves it. Fox now clears it outward. As, by the way, another save for Hypernova now. He's everywhere on defense, isn't he? As Fox hit the back wall, Aiden will take control. But Nola Flight still pushing. Jupiter, second touch, infield play. But it only stops there at the back wall. Now Hypernova going for one himself. This one's a little bit easier to stop though for Bring It On. As now Nola Flight almost caught out of position here. Jupiter was hoping Fox would just let him have that one. As now another play. That's an open net though. And Shua will score. Nola Flight here bit on Jupiter being able to read this, and he did not go for it. And there's absolutely no one there waiting for him. No follow-up play. That'll be an easy one here for Nevermore to score. Again, Nola Flight, if they don't get this offense at least to a more respectable level than they had last game, they're going to be the ones losing in this one. And that's a huge mistake from Jupiter. You never 50-50 that way. You always 50-50 towards your own net. Sorry, away from your own net. He's very fortunate that one didn't go in. This one from Hypernova down the field. Save by Bring It On. Now with the dribble, Bring It On. Gets the flick, but again, it's cleared back by Nola Flight. I want to see them take more control of this one in the midfield. Less heavy clear and more dribble, flick, maybe a solo play. Maybe they'll find a pass. Nevermore doing a lot better at that right now. You can see the response to that midfield from them. And another stop from Hypernova. He's got to make another one here. Off the back wall, Shua. Couldn't put it on target. Nola Flight Jetstream. Just playing solid defense, but they need offense. I don't even know how many shots they have. They have 2 shots. And, lackluster amount of offense. As Aiden gets past one. Picks it up the sidewall. It's Aiden with the flick. And that will be a goal here for Aiden. Huge whiff on the back wall from Hypernova. And this team has relied so heavily on his defensive prowess that to see him make a mistake like this is uncanny. And Aiden with just a simple play. He was looking for a pass there. And yet, Hypernova completely botches it. Fox. Not past Bring It On. Nola Flight. Again, I said it last game. They're not winning all these games based on how defensively they're playing. I think this game is a real kind of notification for that. This is again where they're playing that same play style, but it won't work all the time. Nevermore have better offense. They keep the possession. They're playing much faster. And Nola Flight is relying extremely heavily on clears. It's not a gameplay here for success. Fox. Midfield, but no one's waiting. Aiden with the clear away. Up is Shua. Towards the net. Saved by Hypernova. Bring it on. Follow up. Second touch. That's wide. As again, Nola Flight. I'd like to see a heat map after this on the Bacchus mod replay file. Just to see how heavily this was in favor of Nevermore, because they are in complete cruise control. I mean, the ball isn't in their half for more than maybe 10 seconds before a clear comes out, and it's not even really a clear for them. It's usually a pass. As this one pinched away on that goal line there for Nola Flight, almost a third goal against them. Still looking for their first of this game. Fox. Off the corner, bouncing in front. Shua decided to just not go for it at all, prevent any possibility of an own goal. It's Jupiter off the corner. Fox, I don't know where he was going there. Hypernova, again, just searching for one, at least one. Oh, that'll count as a fake play, I guess. I mean, this first touch was way too heavy, and yet it somehow still worked. Everybody staring at Fox there, and he bumps Hypernova away from any shot. And ironically, the mistake here from Fox will actually be for the better for Nola Flight Jetstream. Their first goal this game is Aiden. Hypernova doesn't get the second touch. Nevermore trying to shut down any potential of this game going against them. Across for Bring It On! And that might as well do it. Nevermore. I think they've now secured game 3. I think that goal will do it. Again, there's 40 seconds left, which is easily enough time, but unless Nola Flight wins this one off the kickoff, I don't see any chance for them. They're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. I think they've had to ever since the end of game 1. But here's a great save. Oh my goodness, it was almost save. Hypernova will score, and they did win the kickoff. They might not have to go back to the drawing board after all, because that shot from Hypernova was just all power. It does just enough to go in. There's still at least 30 seconds left in this game. Shua gets the clear. Nola Flight. Jupiter. Oh, and that's a huge mistake from Hypernova. He needed to read that there to get that transition. Instead, it's now on Jupiter to get past 2. Clear back by Shua, though, isn't good enough. Here comes Hypernova. Flip reset. Could use it. Bring the Dawn will stop it, and he'll get the clear over Fox. Hypernova, but a bit too fancy there for his own good. And this will end in Nevermore's favor, as this will be game 3. Going into game 4, Nola Flight Jetstream again have to completely redesign that play. Again, they're not winning the offense. If they aren't winning the offense, things are going to be extremely difficult for them. As we're going to make sure we get that map rotation for you. Game 4, Nevermore again. Could very easily just sweep this series from here on out if they keep up the offense. Nola Flight, they need to find a way to stop that, as well as just generate their own offense, their own momentum, their own possession of the ball. As here's this one cleared, saved by Jupiter. Shua. Was the back wall, miss from Jupiter. Still be cleared away here, thanks to Hypernova. There's this one off the back wall, Fox. Can't get the clear pass, bring it on, up is Shua. 2 players committing. Here comes the third. Jupiter. Oh, this could be a great play. Flip reset. Jupiter puts it on target. And it will sail past that last defender as Jupiter was initially off target on this dribble. That flip reset actually helped him out a lot here, being able to just barely redirect it on. Another challenge. Nevermore winning this one. Shua will put it up the back wall, cleared back by Jupiter. As he almost fell on that one. Another flight, again, it just seems like they're reaching at a lot of things here when it comes to defense. And I think most of it comes to challenging the midfield. They're never really up that high up in the defense. And so when it comes to actually getting those crucial challenges in the midfield in 50-50s, generally they're the ones losing it, but right now, on chances now, Fox left the match. Hopefully, I think he's just disconnected here. We're gonna have to wait to see if Fox can get back. Right now, Nevermore have a prime opportunity to come back. There's Fox. He's back in the game. Almost cost Nola Flight there some headaches. Still a 1-goal differential, but with Fox's return now, I think Nola Flight could be a little happier. But this one in front for Aiden. Wide. Follow up. And that's all 3 players. Here comes Bring the Dawn. That will go in. And Nola Flight Jetstream have done it again. 2 players come over committing. And, I mean, I don't know if Chua meant to shoot that. It looked like he intentionally missed it, though, just so that they would all jump at it. A risky play, but it will work in the end for them. Up is Aiden. Dribbles it. Double tap. He's bumped away. Well, fight Jetstream. Jupiter wanted the Cookster pinch. But again, it shows the heavy reliance I have on these touches out of defense. Just heavy touches. Again, they're trying to connect passes in some of these situations, but it just isn't working as well as it should be. Pressure of the Nevermore side against them. Shua off target, but again, catching 2 players jumping. As Nola Flight Jetstream sitting very far back in their defense. That is not how you play a series like this. And as you can see, when they're getting a lot of pressure against them, they just tend to turtle up, sit so far back to where their defense can make those saves, but it also leaves them susceptible to just getting boost-starved, squeezed on their own half. And that's not much better. Fox gets a dunk here. Now it's off the sidewall. Jumping is Shua. Jupiter. Cast one. It's the back wall. He's got a demo on the net. Follow up. There it is from Hypernova. As he'll put it where he needs to. And a great demo from Jupiter will do just enough. No, ma'am, it is Nevermore, not Evermore. There's now Hypernova. Back. This is a bad clear. Aiden is able to jump on it. 50-50 will go the way of Nola Flight. Hypernova. Keeps it. Now trying to go over Aiden. Off the corner. In comes Fox. Brings it on here with the touch. Shua. Fox still trying to keep it out. Jumping for it is Jupiter as well. This one will only go across net Aiden with the clear. And Nola Flight Jetstream. Again, relying on that defense, but at this point in the game, maybe it's for the better. They're only leading by 1. As Fox almost puts that one on. My goodness, if he was able to score that. That would have been a real crowd pleaser. Not just because a lot of the fans here are Nola Flight fans. Oh, there's been a beautiful goal. There is nothing there that Nevermore could have done to stop it. As Aiden. Easy enough for Fox. That touch. Looking for Jupiter. He's a bit slow to it. And that means Nevermore. Aiden. Saved by Hypernova. Bring it on now. Wars a net. Miss. 2 misses. Jupiter, the only one there. And he saves Nola Flight here. Jupiter. Just clears it down the field. Now it's Fox. Looking for a third goal to try to make this life for them easier in these final seconds. They don't want to have to play so much defense, but they might have to be stuck there. Fox. Bring it on, answers back. Jupiter finds the clear away. Strong defense from Nola Flight, and they just need to hold a little bit longer. Off the back wall, in front! Oh, it will be saved by Jupiter. Nevermore, was that the chance they could have scored on? Nola Flight, hoping to let it drop and take match point. They will. It's now 3-1 in favor of Nola Flight Jetstream. The defense will work again. But it's still incredibly close for them. The shots here are 11-5. Oh, Nevermore consistently outshooting Nola Flight Jetstream. But there's still more to be done. One more game is needed here from Nola Flight. And then this series will be theirs. Nevermore, I need to win 3 in a row to keep their hopes alive in this final bracket. Nola Flight currently the better team when it comes to the series, but man, it has not been easy for them. They've had to play strong defense, and while it's not a play style I definitely advise, it's one that apparently works for them, although they consistently seem to find the issues like this for themselves. As Fox, Jupiter also jumped at that. Complete miscommunication. It was supposed to be a routine touch here for Nola Flight. It becomes a complete calamity in a few seconds. And now, maybe they'll answer right back. Shua saves, Hypernova. We'll keep it in offense, though. Aiden, off the ceiling, gets past Jupiter. Shua. And now, without any boost, can't get to it there against Fox. Oh, what a shot from Aiden. And I truly thought someone was back for Nola Flight. But no one is. Fox was the only one there. And he needed to take a lot more time with that one. Instead of trying to clear it out, he should have wasted a lot more time. He should have tried to go for a dribble, maybe a 50-50. A lot of things would be better than clearing it in that situation. And now Nevermore, keeping this series competitive. Aiden, up, bumps by Jupiter. It's Fox now. And again, Nola Flight continuing to jump at everything here on defense if they can get the ball out. That pinch, straight to Aiden. Lack of a challenge here from Jetstream. They are waiting for him to get to be dispossessed, but he's holding it very well. There's now a fortunate bounce to Jupiter towards the back post, and it will get out. Oh, bring it on with a great save. But follow up from Fox. That one's also wide. Nola Flight. That follow-up shot really was just so close. The first one was even closer. As now double tap. Oh, Jupiter with the pass. They never let up. Even though a double commit came, Jupiter made up for it with an amazing double touch there. And look at how far back he angles his car. The angle there is so difficult that if he doesn't angle it like that, it's going to go straight off the back wall and out. As Hypernova, long shot. Shua, hit to the sidewall. Jupiter takes it up. Hypernova looking for the bump, and it will work here. Nola Flight Jetstream getting creative on the offense. That's Hypernova to go for the bump, and that was exactly needed if there was no bump play. Bring it on, saving that one without a problem. Instead, now he's got to worry about Hypernova chasing him down. With that shot going to the back post, he just isn't there for it. As Hypernova will do all that he needs to get that one away from him. Now it's Nola Flight Jetstream immediately with momentum. Jupiter off the back wall. Second touch. It's Jupiter in front of the net. Nola Flight not really sending more than maybe one person at any ball here. But a huge whiff. Fox miscalculates that one. And now Nevermore trying to get offense. It's Nola Flight here. trying to claim control. As display, Jupiter wins the challenge. Fox now infield. Shua misses this. Aiden does too. Hypernova. Jupiter up quickly. That one's not on. And now looking infield. Fox is also jumping. That's extremely aggressive here. Hypernova made no attempt to go back. Fox in that position. I don't think he expected Hypernova to stay up that high. As infield for Fox. Bring it on, clears it back. Fox with low boost, 50-50, but Shua with this one. And Nola Flight Jetstream just pushing their luck a little too far here. As Jupiter had no need to jump for that one. Trying to pre-jump the 50-50 is not a necessary play. Nola Flight Jetstream now down a goal. But as we know, they found ways to come back before. Shua. Great dribble, creates offense. But it's Nola Flight Jetstream answering back. As now Fox, again, he's jumping in the way of his own teammates here. Oh, but it might create a chance for Hypernova. Try to push it through. Shua with the big body. Infield for Jupiter. And that's a perfect pass from Fox. He took away Jupiter's first chance in this offensive pressure. But now he'll set him up for a second. And this one, Jupiter will not miss. It was a shot like this that won them game 2. Nola Flight Jetstream. Eye it up. Once again. Can they get their first lead of the game? We'll see if they can score once again. As time ticks down, they might get a little bit nervous here, and nervous teams generally play even more defensively, although with how their defense is played, they might be able to push out more against Nevermore. Who knows? Haven't gone overtime yet. This game looking likely it could go that distance. Unless an error comes out, Jupiter will not be the one to do it there. As Nola Flight leaving this one free for Shua. Jupiter, panic touch. And Fox will save that one. The only one there who could have saved it. Jupiter was caught backwards. As Shua here, from his ceiling. Gonna get the bump on Jupiter. Instead, Nola Flight will keep offense. As no one there challenging up for Nevermore. The aggression lacking in that position. Is now Jupiter. But Reset has scored these earlier in this series. Offense, boost control now from Fox, but Nola Flight Jetstream having to reset a little bit here. Aiden in the corner. Fox loses this one. And now Hypernova is completely out of control in front for Bring It On. On that one, he had a lot better. He should have done a lot better with that one. Nevermore, will they get another chance in regulation? Bring It On. Dunked by Jupiter. Maybe it's Nola Flight who will get the chance after all. Aiden with this clear. Hypernova will let it hit the ground for overtime. One more goal will do it for Nola Flight Jetstream. But for Nevermore, if they win this one, that could be the catalyst to their run back in these final games. They're down in the series, but they still have all that it takes to win it. As Jupiter passed to all of them, but Bring It On. As Fox, dispossessed. Hypernova keeps it alive for Fox. Multiplayer's committing. It's Hypernova who's all alone here. Jupiter has to jump at that. Fox with a save. But the net's vulnerable. Hypernova just bumped out Fox. Gonna be happy there that his teammate's able to save it. My goodness. As Nola Flight dunk from Fox. Jetstream really using a lot of boost here just to get into these situations. But now they can put on some offense. Although that touch straight into a Nevermore player. As Bring It On, I think he was looking for Aiden there, but Aiden wisely doesn't challenge that. With Jupiter's threat so far this series, I mean, you can't blame him. As now, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What in the world was this from Jupiter? And Fox pre-jumped that as well! What a way to end the series! In Game 5, I can't believe that! I am at a loss of words. How did he do that? How did he read that? I am. I can't believe it. I mean, it needed to take a million villains to get that win, but my goodness, I did not expect that. Holy. What a series. As we'll get an interview here with Nola Flight. I still can't believe that. What a... How did he do that? How did Jupiter do that? I mean, I've done a good amount of commentary for Blackline Championship Series, and those are like high GCs. Those are people you expect to score those kind of goals. I've not seen any team like that score a goal like that. I cannot believe they scored that. I'm still at a loss of words. Well, welcome in. Please explain that to me. That final goal there, Hypernova. I can't believe that.
Bro, I wish I fucking. Ooh, I wish I could. Sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm still just trying to process what I just witnessed. Yeah, I don't know. I saw Jupiter go up, which usually brings something good, but it coming down right on Fox's face and just going right in the net for the final game.
Ayo. Joining this interview, and he's already saying some pretty suspicious stuff. No, again, big win though, 4-1. I mean, I will be honest, you guys won in Game 5. I'm surprised that happened because you guys were playing Defense Simulator all series long. How in the world did you guys stay strong during that? Because you guys were definitely nervous every single game. Because Nevermore was the better offensive team. They had more shots, and you guys stopped them in so many situations. How did you guys calm your nerves?
Honestly, I think it's just experience at this point. We definitely, when we were first starting as a team, nerves like that would get to us a bit more. But since shout out to AGO, since we had such success in our AGL series, our AGL circuit, I don't know. We just the confidence has been there. And if we ever one of us gets down in a headspace that isn't so good, the rest of us are there to pick the others up and fight through.
Yeah, of course. Again, also tell me about the difference that best of sevens make, because in best of fives, you guys would have won the series 3-1. It would have been a pretty nice, and you guys would have been more comfortable. But in best of sevens, you have to adapt more. Tell me about the difference that makes, especially in a single elimination playoff bracket where you have to get used to this format very quickly.
Yeah. So this is my first best of seven, I think, ever in any sort of competitive play. I thought we'd won after I was reminded that this is the best of seven after we got win 3. I like it a little bit more. I think it gives a little bit more chance to fight off some momentum if you're the team that goes down early.
That's why you see it in playoff brackets. that's what it's there for.
Yeah, I like it a lot better. And I've only done it once, but yeah, definitely great showing from my team today. I'm very proud of them. And GG's to Nevermore. You guys put up a hell of a fight. Definitely made us earn our win today.
Yeah, that was a close series, but you guys will get the win in the end. Again, any final shoutouts, any final messages that you want to say to the NOLA Flight fans that came out here to support you?
Oh, thank you so much for coming out. Like I try to say every time I get to have an interview, you guys are why we win these games. All the support, all the love is how we fight through and have the strength to keep winning, keep bringing the dubs, and we know that's what you want to see. And as long as you will support us, we will do our best to bring those dubs for you. So shout out Nola Flight, shout out the Den, shout out Nebulon 5000. Thank you for coming. And yeah, thank you my team for having my back so often and clutching up this series.
Again, congratulations on your win. You're moving on to the semifinals. Good luck next week.
Thank you so much, and thank you for casting.
Of course. That was Hypernova of Nullified Jetstream. We're going to move very quickly into our next series here because it is a Skyward Series matchup. We'll see you guys very soon here as you'll get to see Astral Orbit, Radiance Phantoms. Stick around, guys. We're just going to take a quick 5-minute break. Welcome back, everybody. Again, we're gonna be a little delayed here on this one, but it's fine. Our next matchup will be a Skyward series matchup. And we actually could be on time for this one, who knows. It will be Astral Orbit, the currently undefeated Astral Orbit, and they'll be playing our Radiance Phantoms, who have not had a good season. In fact, Radiant Phantoms currently 1-4. They have not won a single series except for a forfeit, I believe, like a week ago? I could be wrong. Let me check. Yeah, they won a forfeit against SAGU Club. Other than that, they've had a rough season. We've seen both these teams before. Again, we saw Astral Orbit last week when they had their 3-2 win, thrilling win over Unknown Aerith. Radiance Phantoms, last time we saw them was when they played Execute Academy. Now known as Intelligence, actually. Execute Academy's now got a new name. It was Intelligence. They lost that one 3-0 or 3-1. They lost 3-0. Yeah, so far life has been difficult for Radiance. Again, if you're the bet for someone, almost everybody here is probably going to be betting for Astral. Just because the record really does state Astral is one of the best teams here. In fact, they are currently the best team here. Without a doubt, I think everybody has to agree. They are the best team right now in this league. Again, that you can't, I don't think you can understate that. Again, still, someone has to take them down, or at least try to, and maybe Radiance Phantoms will do it. It's unlikely, but we've seen crazy things happen before. There have been some crazy upsets. As, again, who knows what can happen here. Again, anything can happen. As, again, hopefully you guys are here for the series. Let me get that prediction poll up. Again, it's Astral Orbit, Radiance Phantoms. As I mentioned, Astral Orbit currently 5-0. Only gone to Game 5 once, and that was against Unknown Aerith. And if it requires Unknown Aerith to go to Game 5, who is going to stop them? Who's going to put a dent in that record? For Radiance Phantoms, it's unlikely that it'll be them since they have not even actually won in any of the series that they've actually played in. Again, their only win coming to a forfeit win. And we'll be waiting this to see what will happen. Make your predictions on who you think will win or who you want to win. Again, I'm definitely interested to see if anybody here will vote for Radiance Phantoms. They're definitely the underdog. A heavy underdog, to say the least. How their season's been going. Astral Orbit, you know, sad or not. Like, and even though Gabe is actually not here tonight, it doesn't change anything. In fact, their starting roster doesn't even really have Gabe playing. It's Space Flower Boy, Scotty, and Lycan who are starting on that team. Definitely an interesting sight. If people didn't know that, Foxy Lycan is actually the player that is usually the one that leads the team on the field. As again, we'll be waiting for both these teams here. As Maple just saying that they're going to be a little late here, but that's fine. We have a lot of time here just to kind of wait and chat. Again, this will be a best of 5. Last year's was a best of 7. This will be a best of 5. I'll change some things up here. No playoffs really. It's week 6 of a 10-week regular season. So while Astral Orbit, I don't know if they can actually secure playoffs yet. They might be able to. Let's see. No, they wouldn't be able to. They'd have to wait a couple weeks before they even get the chance to do that. But a win here will just make it even better for them. Stay undefeated. The only other undefeated team in this bracket currently is 100 by 35 white. Mind you, Unknown Aerith is also considered the second best team in this one, even though they are currently 4-1. And actually not even in the top 4. They will be there back soon enough, if I had to make a guess. Again, matches that are coming up later this season. Unknown Aerith does actually get to play 100 by 35 whites. That's fun. They get some tough matches. Astral Orbit, though. Probably the next toughest matchup is going to be actually the week after this one at Dream Station Gold. They have a comparatively easier looking schedule, but tough to get their wins when they need to. I mean, they had to beat Unknown Aerith, so if they're beating what many consider to be the second best team in this grouping, they'll do just fine for themselves. Although I would actually argue to say 135 White is better. I've seen them play, really solid team. I would have a lot of doubts on people being so sure that Unknown Aerith is the second best team, but we'll know soon enough by the end of the season what team really is the best. So let's move in game here. As you can see, there are the players for Astral Orbit. As I stated before, Radiance Phantoms currently in a warm-up matchup, so we're just waiting for them. As soon as they join in, we'll get this series started. It'll be a best of 5. As make sure you get your predictions. There's still about 90 seconds left to place them. This is for the Skyward series, so it's always nice to get some Skyward matches. Again, Astral Orbit, the first time we saw them this season was last week. Again, in that crazy matchup against Unknown Aerith. I'm so happy I had that matchup. It was incredible. Radiance Phantoms, one of a couple different Radiance teams in this season. A little more recognizable teams. They've been together for a while, although they have made a change recently with the with the addition of Polly and the remover of T-Brock. The roster undergoing some changes again. This season has not been one that they've been happy with. Makes sense that they would want to get a change going. And the only All-Star for the Radiance team, actually. Some other ones, though, like Radiance Eclipse is another recognizable one there in the Premier Division. Radiance Define is Slepless's team, although they're not doing very well. There's a good amount of Radiance teams playing here. But overall, things have been only an interesting season, to say the least. I'm going to look in 2v2, see how many Radiance teams we have. There's Define again. There's a good amount of Radiance teams, but only some of them have actually done extremely well. Again, it's been not a great season for Radiance. Because again, they're really the only team that's been doing exceptionally well for them has been Radiance Eclipse in that Premier League. Radiance Phantoms. A win would be very nice here for them. Again, one, they could take out its up team, but also just to get themselves a chance to actually get themselves near the playoffs. It would be definitely beneficial for them. They're near the very bottom of this grouping. But we'll be waiting for both these teams as soon as they are ready. The fall coming in from Junior Diaz. Thank you, Junior Diaz. And just waiting on Radiance Phantoms. Again, they said they were going to be a little late here for this one. That's fine. Both these teams are okay with a bit of a delay. I'm really impressed with the fact that this series did not have to get pushed back in any way. And we'll see if they play with Paul here for Radiance Phantoms. Again, the new player joining onto this team. Replacing T-Brock. We'll see what difference they make. And hopefully, at least for Radiance Phantoms and their fans, they're hoping that this addition can help them. There they are. Just saw them join in. It is going to be Maple. Polly is joining in. Master Yoda. Here we go. Best of 5 series here. Not a best of 7 as we had last series. This one is just a best of 5. It's the regular season of the Skyward series. We'll see how well these teams can do. These Astral Orbit, who have been unstoppable so far. The clear best team in this All-Star League. They're going up against Radiance Phantoms, considerably on the other side of the bracket, trying to even get themselves just a chance to be recognized. With the addition of a sub, not a sub, sorry, the addition of Polly coming in as a now starting out for this roster might be able to change things, but Astral Orbit, I mean, they can't relax in this series, but they definitely are still the heavy, heavy favorites to win it. Really, all for them, it's going to be about being able to control and outplay Phantoms. Phantoms, generally a defensively minded team, especially with players like Maple. But the offense of Astral Orbit has been formidable. And this all started out for them. Foxy Lycan, the simple shot Yoda. Astral Yoda cut outside of his net, couldn't get back in time. And that will be Orbit's first goal of the series, first of many, I would expect. As Space Plowboy hit off the sidewall, but taking control back. His Radiance Phantoms, but now cleared up by Scotty. Jumping his Foxy Lycan, the speed of Astral Orbit, saved by Maple. Space Plowboy, infield, no second chance. As Polly will control this, now look for the flick out. Foxy Lycan. The flip reset. It's off the corner for Scotty. Doesn't get connection there. The ball will be cleared back the other way. Foxy Lycan drills it down the field, huge miss, and Space Plowboy off the crossbar. Astral Orbit currently just outshooting Radiance Phantoms. But distinctly, they're not outscoring them just yet. Radiance Phantoms, oh, what a fake! And that would be Master Yoda's goal. Astral Orbit, it looks like they're just getting a bit too comfortable here. And that's the one thing they can't do against Radiance Phantoms. Radiance Phantoms are still a formidable side. Every team in this All-Star League is strong. And Astral Orbit has to play like they mean it. Because Radiance is not going to give them an easy time here. They're going to demand Astral Orbit to play at a pretty strong and consistent level. That's something that Astral Orbit can do. Just need to see them do it here, get some goals. Space Plowboy, 50-50. Polly trying to clear, but it's Foxy Lycan who will bump him away. Scotty might hit the net. Yoda with the stop. Multiple players committing for Radiance Phantoms, but challenge from Astral Orbit doesn't come in time. Now it will. Space Plowboy with the shot. Saved by Maple. Infield, Polly clearing it away, but it will be just passed back by Foxy Lycan. Space Plowboy straight up the center of the field. That's just towards Polly. Polly, second touch, drop down from Maple to take the lead. And Radiance Phantoms coming out hot. This addition of Polly is already showing some true signs of success. Look at that second touch. Space Plowboy was jumping for the shot on net. Didn't expect Polly to get to that one. And Polly will give Maple a very nice opportunity to get that lead. Radiance Phantoms here, the 1-4 side, taking the fight against Astral Orbit. Polly clears it. Foxy Lycan over him. Foxy Lycan with the fake, trying to get past all three. Scotty. Now a low shot. Polly keeping the net clean here. As Radiance Phantoms playing a game of packing that net, they're just not going to let anything go through. Literally, there's a lot of them are just sitting in front of that net. They are going to play a hard defense and dribble the ball away. That is kind of that play style that they like to go with. It's one that demands that you get around their defense either with incredibly high mechanical plays or with demos. Astral Orbit haven't really gone for either of those. That's not the kind of play style they like to go with. They're generally a team that just likes to utilize each other, especially in passing plays downfield. That's Foxy Lycan. Try to put it towards the net. Now we'll get a bump on Polly. Scotty in front. Polly clears it back. As Space Plowboy, second touch. He could go all the way. Foxy Lycan jumping, and the dunk comes out from Space Plowboy. As he gets the two-touch off the ceiling here, Foxy Lycan jumps in, gets involved, and somehow it bounces right in the path of Space Plowboy. And Astral Orbit will take those. Offense has not been their strong suit so far, as Radiance Phantoms have found ways to just play extremely solid defense. As time goes on, Astral Orbit will find ways to break through. You're seeing them utilize more and more demo plays. I said that's one of the ways you could beat this Phantom side, is by demos. Again, another way to do it is to force them to commit at challenges that they have to commit at, such as mechanical solo plays. That's Polly. Why did they get a flip reset there? That's an awkward position to do so. Astral Orbit clears the ball away. Base Flower Boy off the corner. Foxy Lycan to clear it back. Maple. Sidewall. In front for himself. Space Plowboy jumping here. Doesn't read the shot. And that will go in for Master Yoda. And Radiance Phantoms keep themselves one step ahead. Maple given free range to do whatever he wants. And Space Plowboy went for the pre-jump there. Was worried that Master Yoda would take it to the back wall. And right now, Radiance Phantoms slowing Astral Orbit to a very, very convenient pace. Again, they're controlling this game right now. Whenever they have the ball, they're going to make sure this pace is kept to a slower one that they can control whatever they want with. But Scotty, Foxy Lycan, saved away. Astral Orbit, you can feel Foxy Lycan off the back wall, back down to Scotty, Polly. Tries to see it away, but Astral Orbit still have this one. Scotty, a great challenge from Master Yoda. That will stop their offense. And now all they need to do is let it drop. Astral Orbit caught a bit of sleep here in Game 1. And Radiance Phantoms will make the most of it. For Astral Orbit, this is a wake-up call. It's their alarm buzzing, telling them that they have a series in their hands. And I mean, look at this. They're 17 shots to 5. They should do a lot better on the offense. This is not a team that scores so few. It's a great. It definitely demands respect of the Radiant Phantoms defense, but also, what happened to Astral Orbit on offense? Again, I felt like they were just relaxed. They didn't really take them seriously. That is not the mentality you bring to any series like this. Radiance Phantoms will give them something to think about. As we'll move on to Game 2. No, for Astral Orbit, if they want to win the series, they're going to have to at least do it with the, having lost the game. As, just waiting on everybody. There's everybody. Let's go. Game 2. Astral Orbit. Again, need to wake up. It's like they're asleep right now against Radiance Phantoms. Mind, this is the Astral Orbit team that took down unknown Aerith, who had been previously undefeated before that week. They're going to need to be sure that they fight here to keep themselves at least respectable against the Radiance Phantom side that has been struggling this season. I'll definitely help them as this touch from Polly. Well, I don't know if he wanted to get a pass, don't know if he wanted to go to the corner. That was just a bad touch. There is... he didn't really have any path to go with that one. And instead it was just off for a chance that Astral Orbit will not miss. Now offense, Space Plowboy. Saved by Yoda. Foxy Lycan. Back wall. Triple touch! Oh, couldn't put it in. Scotty. Clears it back away. Polly. We'll hit it up high. Radiance Phantoms. Again, finding openings, finding space. Astral Orbit's definitely giving it to them. And yet still, Astral Orbit who can win the shooting game. But can they win the scoring game? Scotty. Looking across. There is Space Plowboy, but he doesn't get a shot on this. Instead, might have just gone for a fake for Foxy Lycan to get past them all. Scott, a huge missed opportunity there at the start for Space Plowboy. But he can still recover here and allow Foxy Lycan to now have his chance. And Foxy Lycan, again, not going for the shot immediately. Instead, trying to make a better play for himself. And this is the start that Astral Orbit was expected to have. Still looking for more. We'll clear it back the other way. Maple, redirect! That's off the post! Radiance Phantom's captain almost was able to put that one in. As on Maple. Goes up the sidewall. Scotty infield. Yoda. Through the sidewall. No second touch made. Space Plowboy Can clear it back. Space Plowboy dribbles this. Maple will wait for his chance to save it. Now up for Polly. Polly trying to cut it back post. A little too wide. Tried to go for placement there. Now a dunk from Scotty. Gonna barge his way through. Astral Orbit. Again, just repeatedly challenging here until Radiance Phantoms give up. Radiance Phantoms, what makes them so strong on defense is not just the fact they can challenge so aggressively and play so well in the net. It's also the fact that they recover so well. It's the same high mechanical team. Their recoveries is one of the reasons why they've been so strong, especially the fact that a lot of these players have been playing together for a very long time. Again, Polly being the only real recent change they've had in maybe the last couple of months. They really haven't changed. Inched away. Space Plowboy dunks it towards the back wall in front. Foxy Lycan misses it. But here comes Scotty, and that will make it 3. Astral Orbits doing what they need to do. Again, it may not be pretty. It may just be a lot of repeated challenges. But ultimately, we saw what they did in Game 1 when they didn't take them seriously. Now they have to. And they're showing us why they're still a top-tier contender. Even though they don't look at their best. They don't need to be. They're still a team that will beat almost anybody. Oh, Scotty with the double tap right off kickoff. Makes it 4. That's a high-octane play there from Scotty. Straight up, straight back down. He catches Yoda pushing a little outside of his line there, and he'll make him pay. A magnificent Astral Orbit goal. As they keep the goal scoring in their favor, but Maple Syrup will score right back. Radiance Phantoms not content with getting shut out in this game. Tons of goals here as that one whiffed on by Foxy Lycan. Challenges. Polly. Astral Orbit. I found ways through. They're going to still look for it. Cleared back. Foxy Lycan. Sidewall. Yoda. Maybe looking for Maple. Maple couldn't get a handle on this. Scotty. Towards Foxy Lycan. That's kept wide. Is now with the pinch. Yoda will clear it back. Space Plowboys missed this. Maple. Down the field. Scotty. Pinches this one. Foxy Lycan. Didn't get the clear that he wanted. Now a bounce that can help out here for Astral Orbit. They still retain ball possession. That one, a bad challenge from Foxy Lycan. That goes all the way back. Could have been a goal for Astral Orbit if things didn't go their way. Is now a whiff. Astral Orbit not looking comfortable right now on defense. Though they do get some boost, they can recover. Space Plowboy. Strong touch. Polly having the backtrack. Now infield from Space Plowboy. Yoda with the save. Foxy Lycan now looking infield. And now a clear from Polly. Astral Orbit. Showing that they still have control in the series and they're actually making the most of it. They're still winning the shooting. Let's take a look at it. 9-3. They're tripling the shots of Radiance Phantoms. As long as they keep doing this, they shouldn't have too many issues against Radiance Phantoms. Scotty clears it. Space Plowboy looking for the incredible angle there. As Yoda, that was a chance to get at least one more against Astral Orbit. Keep keep your team happy. Knowing that you're still fighting in this one, but Astral Orbit putting their foot down in this one. Game 1. They've relaxed a little too hard. Game 2, now they're showing what they're truly made of. While it still isn't amazing from them. They don't need to be an amazing team to beat most of the other teams in this league. Astral Orbit doing what they are known for doing, just putting on quick goals. And again, they don't seem like an incredibly daunting team when you play them, but they really are, because it doesn't take long before they really just continue to be so efficient, so quick on you. as we'll move into game 3 here with the series all tied up. Astral Orbit, if they get themselves off to a good start in games, it's very unlikely they'll ever lose them. We'll move on to DFH. As soon as everybody's ready here, we're just waiting on Maple, who was the only one to score for Radiance Phantoms, but they had their chances as well. Shooting will end 9-5. It's not terrible for Radiance Phantoms. They would be... Honestly, if you're a Radiance Phantom player, this is a pretty good performance for you so far, but you want to keep it going. You definitely need to make sure that you can get more offense. And if you can get yourself off to an early lead, then you force Astral Orbit to have to chase after you. And that's a position that Radiance Phantoms would love to be in. They love it when teams chase after them, because they have the ability to just continue to run away from teams with the ball. This series could be their chance to use that and show how effective they are at that strategy against one of the best teams that there could be here to play against. As jumping is Scotty. Ollie clears it back. Maple down the field, but just gives it away to Foxy Lycan, who in turn doesn't do much better on that one. But now the challenge, Foxy Lycan down the field. Maybe to score here, the pinch it across the net. No one was reading it. Foxy Lycan was hoping that a teammate was there to help him out, but Astral had taken some time, but now on the return, Scotty and Face Plowboy becoming very used to each other. Look at this, just the passing back and forth. They dice up that defense, and they'll put one through. Astral Orbit with another positive start. And they're not looking to end it here. They're looking to add more. Off the back wall. Free for Scotty, and he'll make it. Doubling their lead. Astral Orbit now. Immediately off kickoff. Found a lot of success here, and that whiff from Yoda will be all that they need to get that one. And clears like that seem so simple, but they really aren't. If you don't time it properly, like up to a pretty strong read. Even if you make contact with the ball, it still won't be enough all the time. Gotta make sure you have strong contact on it. That's what he was setting up for, is now another play downfield. Radiance Phantoms have done so well at actually catching when Astral Orbit is not playing very well with their third man. But they haven't been able to score on that. That was a chance they definitely should have. Scored on Pauly with an open net. And he'll put it wide. He's now cleared back the other way. Foxy Lycan dodges it, but Maple Syrup gonna go across the net. Scotty up to Space Plowboy. Redirect going towards is still in front. Maple Pauly will jump in. Astral Orbit still on offense though, and this kind of control is where they like to be. Sure, they aren't scoring, but they're preventing Radiance Phantoms from doing so at the very least. And I mean, they're leading by 2. They don't have to score if they don't need to, if they don't want to. Really, they're obviously going to try their hardest. Astral Orbit happy right now. Again, a 2-goal lead. All they need to do is prevent Radiance Phantoms from scoring. They'll have this one, and they'll be leading in the series. And the demo from behind. Get away again. Ollie able to collect this one. Scotty trying to make him pay. That shot was lackluster. And Astral Orbit again. It just seems like they aren't really playing at full energy. Maple trying to get the flick, but Scotty will challenge here. Now a double commit from Radiance Phantoms. Foxy Lycan. The back wall cleared back away. And again, I think we're seeing a playstyle here that I think a lot of teams should take note of. Radiance Phantoms finding a good amount of success, especially defensively here against Astral Orbit, a team that is so tough for anybody to stop. Radiance Phantoms are showing you a way to stop them. But still, you can't stop Astral Orbit just from defense alone. You need to be able to have the offense to combat them. And for Radiance Phantoms, that's what they have lacked so far. At least in this game. No goals yet. Pauly. Maple with the challenge. Now looking in front. Space Plowboy will clear it away. Again, Astral Orbit doesn't have to score. All they have to do is make sure that Radiance Phantoms do not score. But they don't want to play so much defense. Astral Orbit want this ball away from their half. And that'll be a way to do it. Radiant Phantoms will actually be their own worst enemy. And then that'll be a goal for a Space Plowboy. Radiant Phantoms, Polly and Yoda here challenged each other. And that goes immediately to the back wall. Maple Syrup tried to get a flick up to his own back wall, but he misses, times it. And Space Plowboy was probably going to be his easiest goal so far this series. Off the kickoff, Scotty. Won't put that one in. Now the dunk here. Radiance Phantoms trying to push it upfield off the corner. Foxy Lycan. Space Plowboy. And now Foxy. Dribble. Oh, Foxy Lycan with a little bit of a move there past Yoda. And this is all mind games from Foxy Lycan. Knows that he doesn't have the boost here to get through him. Instead, waits on the 50-50 and then just gets the great dunk. Turning nothing into something. Foxy Lycan will score. As Maples miss this one. Space Plowboy off the back wall. Yoda clears it back. Foxy Lycan keeps it high. Scotty. High touch, Maple. Returning fire. With the help of Yoda. Foxy Lycan looking for bump plays. Space Plowboy in front. Foxy Lycan missed everybody there. Space Phantoms will have no problem stopping that challenge. As a second stick by. Space Phantoms now going to have to consider aim for potentially being their last of the series. Having a good starting game one, really proving that they had offense that could compete. Astral Orbit has turned on the burners. And they're proving that they are still the much better team right now. 5-0. A strong lead. Well, it may not be the most convincing gameplay here from Astral Orbit. If it gets the job done, that's all they need to really worry about. Cleared back. Maple. Hits it. Foxy Lycan now, double touch. Off the ground. Astral Orbit still looking for maybe one more goal in these final seconds, but it will be cleared back. Polly. Foxy Lycan is waiting there. Maple will hit it straight down. And now, Radiance Phantoms have at least have about a minute here. At most, if they want to try to reconsider what their game plan will be. This game, even weaker than the last one. Shots now 10-2. Astral Orbit beating the Radiance Phantoms in the shooting by a multiple of 5. Game 4. Astral Orbit now only one away from winning the series. As we see Plumber joining in, it looks like they're going to make a sub here for Radiance Phantoms just to change things up. Obviously, what they've been using so far, they obviously haven't been the most pleased with. And so here, they're going to have Plumber joining in. We'll see who he's replacing. Looks like it's going to be Polly here. He's going to be replacing Polly. No, he's not. Polly's still here. All 4 of them are actually here. We'll see which ones are playing. As they consider who will be on there. Polly will be playing. Plumber is in. Who will be last? Will be Maple. Yoda's going to be sitting out on this one. Plumber will be jumping in. Just kind of a desperation substitution here. Radiance Phantoms. Foxy Lycan. With the challenge. Plumber trying to clear it back. Space Plowboy. Off the sidewall. Second touch. Looking infield. Scotty. Polly will stop it. Plumber. Good back by Foxy Lycan. I think the changes for Radiance Phantoms are going to become more control-based. Plumber, if I remember correctly, he plays a lot like Maple does. A lot of, well, except he's even more control-based on the midfield. A lot of solo plays, a lot of air dribbles. We'll see, how many he can get in this game. Astral Orbit thinks they can read this. Everybody's up for it. And it will be Ace Plowboy to score. No one from Radiance Phantoms dared to jump there. And it'll be Space Plowboy to seize the moment. I still direct that one to the back side of the net. Polly off the back wall. Scotty will jump there too. Foxy Lycan, the redirected. Oh, what a shot from Foxy Lycan. Absolutely pristine. Radiance Phantom's overcommitted, but Foxy Lycan was caught backwards this one. He wasn't going to be able to turn around with that one in time. So instead, he goes for the next best play. A simple redirect doink. Really, those are a lot more difficult than they seem to look. And that shot actually took a good amount of precision there. And yet, Astral Orbit still have that precision. A great play. As they look to recreate what happened last game in this one. Foxy Lycan rolls it around the ceiling. Scotty, played by Maple towards the net, saved by Foxy Lycan. Now Polly, keep it close, but Foxy Lycan will give him no room. Space Plowboy jumping. Astral Orbit can commit for those kind of plays and not have to worry too much. Unlike a lot of teams where they send two up like that, they don't have the ability to recover. They do. Astral Orbit 100% do. Well, their offense has been so strong because they always have at least one. They always have a player back. Is there to help them. They never really seem to be in a position where they're out of position. You have to force them to be there. Foxy Lycan, ceiling, wanted to dunk there, but Polly will keep it close. A smart play there defensively. Base Plowboy. Shot downfield. Foxy Lycan, another redirect chance. That one's wide. Scotty! Oh, he just scooped that one wide. Obviously not carrying the score. Third goal here for his team. Could have at least padded his stats, but instead wanted to go for a bit of style points. The invisible style points, the ones that you never see. As Radiance Phantom's now trying to make Scotty pay for that bit of showboatsmanship. Polly. Maple, he keeps it high. Polly beats past Scotty. Saved by Foxy Lycan. Plumber now over one in front. No one can score. But still, Radiance Phantoms trying to again take those chances that they are getting, the few and far between. Will be cleared back. Astral Orbit now in control once again. Only for a little bit. Polly inch back towards Maple Syrup. Plumber jumping, but Foxy Lycan will get the touch. Polly here, and another save from the back wall. This time it's Space Plowboy to get it, not Foxy Lycan. Astral Orbit. How much longer can they play that kind of defense? I mean, they don't have to worry about it. Space Plowboy will score. Radiance Phantoms sent 2 to this one. And a rare double commit that actually is a problem there for Radiance Phantoms. He'll send Maple racing back towards the net, but did not get there in time before the shot came in. Plumber. No more. Space Plowboy. Down the field. Polly trying to challenge him, but Space Plowboy in front. Maple clears it back the other way. Maple rolls around the back wall. Polly jumping. Plumber. That one's no good. Maple. Second touch. Space Plowboy clears. Polly giving the offense for Radiance Phantoms. They're willing just to commit everything just to at least get one goal for them. They don't care anymore. I don't think they care anymore about winning the series. Those chances might be gone for them. Instead, just to show that they're still competitive, because they have been. They've kept it close. For Astral Orbit, they have still been the better team. They've always been the better team. Well, game 1 was a real shocker here for many people. Astral Orbit will calm the nerves down of those who predicted for them. And they'll take the next 3 in a row. As now, final 10 seconds, just a formality. A victory lap here. Astral Orbit trying to get one more goal for the road. You can tell these guys just have something about them that a lot of other teams don't. It just works so well as a unit. Radiance Phantoms just don't have an answer. Their bad season will only get worse now, as they're still searching for their second win of the season. their first their first win that won't be because of a forfeit. Astral Orbit will make them continue that search, as they'll win this series 3-1. Not a lot there I could say about that one. It was just Astral Orbit. He's the better team. Came in as a better team. Proved that over time they are the better team. And again, I don't think we have any questions on the result of that matchup. That will be it. That's both matches for the night. And we started with Holoflight Jetstream beating Nevermore 4-1 in a best of 7. And now we have Astral Orbit beating Radiant Phantoms 3-1. As again, we're gonna get Fox Lycan in here. Lycan wants to do it. Yep, that's why I messaged Lycan. Don't worry, I got Fox Lycan. Hello. And here is Foxy Lycan. Congratulations on the win. It was a bit of a rough start for you guys, but overall, I mean, did anybody expect anything less from you guys?
Oh, we expected to sweep them 3-0, but we lost on the first one, so.
I know, again, and talk to me about Game 1. You guys just looked like you were snoozing out there. I mean, it looked like in Game 1 you guys just didn't respect Radiant Phantoms. You kind of took a nap, and they woke you back up in for the rest of the series.
Yeah, so me, Scott McDizzle, we barely played with each other, and we don't play we literally only play on game day like 20 minutes before. And we was playing ranked, and we played the one team 5 times in a row. And we was just kind of used to their play style. So when we went into the game, that we was just kind of used to that. So we just literally did not know what to do. And so after the first game, we was just like, all right, we just need to do all this, and that's just kind of what we did throughout the entire series after that.
Yep, you guys took control back, and what was kind of the team chat like between Games 1 and Game 2? Because obviously, my assumption is that you guys kind of told each other like, hey, Game 1 was just a bad game. Let's just reset, get back into Game 2, and prove what we were really like.
Yeah, so that was kind of after game 1. We was just like, all right, we had a lot more shots, so we have the pressure. We just need to take better shots, and just keep the same pressure on, and that's just kind of it. We just started taking better shots and better passes and like better touches, and that's just kind of we did that. And then once we executed the plan, it was just kind of over after that.
Yeah, of course. Again, still a win nonetheless. It doesn't really matter how ugly they look. This one was not your prettiest, but you'll still take them, even so. Next week, though, you got probably your last tough matchup of the season. With how things are looking, you got Dream Station Gold. I heard last week again, when you guys went over Unknown Earth, that Gabe was definitely interested in this matchup for very specific reasons. Dream Station are not a team that you can just mess with. This is a team that is probably making it into the playoffs. They're currently 4-1, probably going to go 5-1 with their with the match that they have this week. They're probably going to be 5-1 after this week, maybe 4-2, who knows? But they're a strong team. They're most likely going to make the playoffs. What do you guys just continue going with this same kind of playstyle, this same kind of mentality going in again next week against Dream Station?
I mean, it's worked all season. I mean, we're undefeated, the second best team and all that in the league. I mean, yeah, it just works out. We just play a couple ranked matches before, and then we play our first game, and if we win it, then we just stick with that. If we lose, we figure out what we need to do, and then just counterplay with our style. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Well, you guys are still undefeated, still the best team in the league. Any final messages you have for the stream, and anybody else watching?
Just no, not really. Just thanks for coming and watching us beat everybody every week.
Well, I mean, you can keep that statement true for at least this week. Until you have to play Dream Station again. Congratulations on your win. You guys are still the best team in the All-Star 3v3 series. Congratulations tonight, and thank you for booking me.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
And that will be it. That's the final. That's the end of the stream here, guys. Thank you so much for joining. let's all show some support for this streamer that we're going to be rating up coming up next. Again, thank you all so much for joining, being supportive, being fun people. That is it from me. Thank you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your night.